Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 2113 of the XBA and PST Full English podcast, hosted here on YouTube and Rosero, and there on iTunes.
For your listening pleasure.
Yes.
Delectation.
And that gentle, soft voice you can hear on my right is Mr. Richard Walker.
Hello, everyone. Who's that?
That's Lee Bradley.
Hello. I'm not very well.
Fuck off.
Alright.
This is Dan's bedside manner, his sympathy.
I have no sympathy. Lee's in the bad books today.
It was a joint failure, Dan.
On whose part?
My wife's mum and dad.
So, basically you, because you have to shoulder responsibility.
We both forgot.
What, you and her?
No, we both forgot that I had to do that tonight.
Me forgot?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me.
Yeah, I did.
Did you tell me?
In the morning. Yesterday I did.
I was witness.
Was I actually doing something there? Because that's
you
not
may have been preoccupied.
We looked each other in the eye.
We
did.
But yeah, so we were meant to do our fighting stream today. It's going to be amazing. So excited about it, and then Lee's going to leave early now because he's got some meal.
Got a life to lead.
Some meal.
Yeah.
How dare you have a life?
Sorry, everyone. But hello and welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
Or Vidcast.
Vidcast.
Let's not bore these poor people with our trivial problems.
Well, they want to hear about us and our personalities and
Do they?
the shit that we have to put up with and work through on our daily life.
I think they want to know about games.
Well, it's more about games, because if they want to hear about games, they can go anywhere else on the internet. They come here for our solid opinions, our hilarious anecdotes,
Oh God.
and our
Lies.
British gravelly tones.
I don't feel like we're delivering on any of those things.
I think we're delivering on all of them. It's the story of my life. How are you, Rich?
I'm good, man. I actually feel alright. I got some okay sleep last night, which was nice. Not as good as I'd have liked.
Fascinating. Do tell me more.
I dreamt that I went to this weird hotel and it was really run down and falling apart. And it was horrible.
Is that
even
it?
in my dreams I don't go to nice hotels. It's a horrible run down piece of
That's
crap.
a really boring...
There were more like little details in there, like there were bears and things running around outside, which I think is probably because I was playing Far Cry 4 all last night.
Okay.
Again. So yeah, I was killing bears and rhinos in Far Cry.
How far off
And some
is
of that, I guess. Huh?
Have you done it yet? How far off are you?
I reckon about 7 missions away from finishing it.
Okay.
It's very precise.
I'm on like the 4th sort of big choicey mission. And I've unlocked all the north of the map now. So the Royal Army are in the mix, and they're fucking hard.
Yeah, they are, right?
Yeah, it's noticeably way more difficult once you can counter those guys.
But then when I played it, the first few encounters I had with them, I was like, whoa, this is tough.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of forgot about it. I don't know if it's because I had more abilities or better weapons or what.
Well, already I've managed to add another cell to my health bar, so that's helped. And yeah, I've maxed all the tiger side now. I'm just doing the elephant side. And yeah, I'm going to 1000G it again, like I did Far Cry 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun, man. It's really good.
Have you got your platinum yet?
Nah, I haven't played it.
I thought the last achievement was a bitch.
Is it just the fully loaded achievement?
But it's a... Yes, I've just got that one left, and then I'll have platinumed it.
Right.
There is a way of doing it on the PlayStation site, presumably on the Xbox one as well, but on the PlayStation site, Harry put together a really good guide to it. But I can't do it because there's something wrong with my saves.
Just a bit of an
So I was trying to advise Rich so he didn't get into the same situation.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of side stuff to try and avoid that, and I've already maxed out one of the skills you have to do 10 times. There's yeah, once you get to the end of the elephant skill tree, 4 of the 6 skills need to be upgraded 10 times, so they each need 10 skill points. So it kind of spins out the longevity a bit doing that.
Classic Ubisoft, right?
I know, right? Yeah, but
classic Ubisoft.
But yeah, I've nearly done all the bell towers and outposts as well, which is cool.
Do you not find that grinding achievements and trophies like that just actually makes you hating the game in the end?
No, in Far Cry, the achievements are pitched perfectly because...
Even that last one though that you have to do...
Well, it encourages you to go and do some
nice,
side
but that's
stuff.
the only one.
You'll have done everything by then, right?
But wait,
well, I don't know yet.
That's the only one. Everything else doesn't say collect all of the things. It's like collect half of them or collect 3/4 of them.
It's like Lost Letters like collect 10 out of 20, and the Manny wheels spin 10 out of 50 or something.
Yeah, and the
it's
masks
fine.
and all that.
But then you'll have got all of that, and then at the end of the game, when you've finished it, done all the side shit, you'll be just leveling up these things 10 times.
I've still got stuff to do. I played it for 28 hours, and there's still things for me to do, actual genuine things.
You can redo the outpost as well.
I did that. I reset them all.
Reset all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can't you just reset one?
No, it's an option in the menus
to
reset them. I think that's what messed up my save thing.
You can go to the arena. You can do arena challenges. I've done some of those.
Have you done it for the? Did you get the achievement?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got to rank 5.
Yeah. That took a bit longer than I wanted it to. That one.
Yeah, the weapon ones aren't that much fun because you're restricted to the one weapon. Yeah, and you haven't played it at all, have you?
Streamed it.
Is it one you probably?
No, we did a bit of co-op, didn't we?
No, I'm in a. You know, I play games. I play them religiously for a very short period of time, and then I'm off them for a bit.
Really, Far Cry
I'm only like a month or two at a time, and I played far too many games recently that I just want to watch films.
Fair enough. Yeah, I do see it on Netflix every night now. When I'm on it,
I was watching House last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did it follow the same structure as it always does?
It does. It does. Oh, what is this crazy illness? It's this. No, it's not. It's this. No, it's not. Wait a minute. I'm having an epiphany. It's this. Yes, it is. Save the world.
Lucky rule.
It is. And every single episode is exactly the same.
Oh dear.
But I like it. I enjoy it. It's not nonsense TV because it's quite clever. It's just.
It's entertaining.
Formulaic.
Yeah, it's unpredictable, so you don't have to pay too much attention.
And it's got Billy from Neighbours in it.
Is it?
Who?
Billy.
No, the blonde-haired dude.
Yeah.
But it's also got Jennifer Morrison in it, who's in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh really?
So I quite like her.
Who was she in How I Met Your Mother?
She was Zoe. She wanted to save the Arcadian.
Oh, her. Okay.
Yeah. So she's like one of the main characters, isn't it?
She's cute.
She's been doing it for what? Since the beginning, right? Her, Billy.
Wasn't Olivia Wilde in it?
Oh.
She was, right?
Not early on.
Oh, she's super hot.
Unless she comes in.
Olivia Wilde is the
I've
greatest.
only ever picked up like the odd minute of House here and there.
Right.
But I seem to get the impression that she was playing a character who was dying, Olivia Wilde. And that was her thing.
Okay, so maybe she hasn't come in yet. I'm only like midway through season 2.
Oh, okay.
There's 8 seasons.
It's a really...
So just give me a while and I'll catch up slowly.
And it's finished now, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I watched 3 episodes last night, so if I do it on that kind of basis...
You'll get through it in no time.
Well, I got through House of Cards in 2 days, so...
Still need to
get... season 1 on the Wednesday, season 2 on the Thursday.
Yeah, I'm on like episode 9 of House of Cards season 1, so yeah.
Season 2 is the best.
Get the pace.
He'll disagree.
Well, I'll cast the deciding vote when I'm done.
No.
Season 2 is not the best. Do you know what though? I really want some of those ribs that he eats.
Yeah.
They look amazing, don't they?
Yeah, they do look really nice.
So yeah, that's House. And House of Cards.
Yeah.
Any cards games?
Have
you played poker
Final
recently?
Fantasy Type 0.
Yeah, Type 0. Did we talk about Type 0?
You throw cards. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about how to kill a chocobo for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what it branched off into, yeah.
That was the name of the episode as well, right?
It was indeed, yeah.
It was.
Yeah. What would the name of this one be?
House.
Yeah, they're all made down.
House.
Because it's the house formula.
What did Peter Griffin do? Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
So we're going to call it the Housey episode.
House.
And we're going to put some house music on in the background.
We'll be playing bingo.
Yeah, exactly. Although people actually say bingo.
Oh yeah, most people do. But when you get full house, some people say house. Depends.
Alright, and then we can play cards and I can get a full house.
Yeah.
And then we can...
Build a house.
Build a house.
Yeah.
We can rent a house.
Yeah.
We can...
Watch
I'm
house.
struggling here. Watch house.
That's pretty good. That's good enough.
So we're just going to call this one episode 2113. House.
I like it.
So there you go. I love that in the first 10 minutes of every episode we come up with a name. So people are, why is this called House? Well,
you'll know.
We could even do the German house as well, right?
Yeah.
Bergen House, right?
Haxon House.
Yeah.
House, yeah.
That's you won't know that. You won't know that. You're
It's
not allowed that. You're not allowed that.
I've been to Gamescom, motherfuckers.
When?
Not with us though.
In like 2005.
Who'd you go with? Play TM days?
No, before even that.
Really?
I went with Gaming Union.
Wow,
Oh,
are they
Darryl.
still a thing? Oh yeah, of course.
It's still a thing. Wow,
Sorry, of
what
course. No, I just remembered because I know the name, but I don't see him around anymore. And of course, it's Daryl's site.
It is. So, alright, well, we've got a very PlayStation-centric episode today.
There's a good reason for that. There's been bugger all Xbox news this week.
So, before we kick on with our next segment, I'm going to talk really slowly.
Next up is...
Let's roll the jingle.
It's time for the fucking news! So yeah, what you said. It's time for the news.
It's time for the fucking news.
So what's first on the agenda?
I guess, let's get the shit out of the way. The Game Awards.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but it was horrific, right?
Apparently it was bigger.
Apparently. Did you not watch it?
No, apparently it's... No, it was bigger than the VGAs was.
Really?
It was the biggest one he's done yet.
How do you class size and
viewership, right?
Viewership and everything and all that.
Yeah, people are bored, obviously.
Stuff like the awards were made by the Weta Workshop.
Were they really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't know where you
I have no idea what that is.
They're the
It's
people
the
that
guys
do
who
the
did
special
the-
effects for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
It's Peter Jackson's
Yeah.
effects studio.
Oh, okay.
So they crafted those awards for Jeff Keighley and his show. How does he get this stuff done?
I don't know.
Do you think the Weta Workshop would do us some awards if we hired them?
No, sponsorship, right? So, Doritos and Mountain Dew
I
sponsored
guess that goes a long way,
thing.
all that Doritos money.
and then he can just throw it at Weta.
Yeah, so there you go, man. It's crazy. It's such a big thing now.
I don't
But
know anyone
watching
that
it-
gives a shit about the actual awards. Maybe there are lots of people. It's the announcements, right?
Well, it seemed like the announcements were the big thing. That it's like, no, we're just going to give out an award, and that was kind of just...
Same again, because
Yeah.
that's been like that for the VGAs
Well,
for
it seemed
3 or 4
more
years.
pronounced this year. I don't know why.
But they announced the panel ages ago, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself on the podcast, but I have mentioned it in one of these things.
Okay.
And
It's the first I've ever heard you mention it.
the panel is all high-ranking people at publishers.
Okay.
And some of them it just says Valve.
Not really.
But I don't believe for a second that Gabe Newell plays more than about 3 games a year.
I do remember you saying
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, he was saying this in the office.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
was
yesterday.
just saying it
Yeah.
in the office.
Yeah.
So you weren't saying it on a podcast.
I don't believe. So it's worthless.
But the Oscars, you could argue, are the
Well,
same.
no, that's the Academy. There's hundreds of them.
we need a
But
games
if-
academy.
If there was a Games Academy, it'd be
Yeah.
made up of people that...
There's a British Games Academy.
Not if we start it. We'll start our own academy.
Keith Andrews
With
on
blackjack
there.
and hookers.
And Louis Proctor
On what?
on the BAFTA Academy.
Really?
Yeah.
No wonder all the shit games get the awards in.
I think...
Because they're indie-centric, right?
Keith's mobile-centric, or he was. And Louis, yeah, he's a bit indie-centric.
I'm going to put my name in as AAA-centric.
Isn't Cocker on
You should.
the Academy
I
list?
believe so. Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, we need
So-
to start our own academy.
Did you watch it?
So, yeah, I watched as much as I could stomach. I think then I tweeted, I've had enough of this shit or something. Goodbye, good night. It was like 4:30. I got through half of it. Then they said, and in the next hour and a half we've got this, that, and the other, and it was all crap. And I was just like, do you know what? Forget it. I've had enough. I did
How
the
long
big
was it?
announcements. It must have been about 3 hours, I think.
Really?
So it started at 2 AM, and I watched till about 3:30, 4, and it was going on for another hour or so after that. And that's when I was just like, enough. And nothing else big came out of it after that.
The biggest thing
I think I
was-
cut off at the right time.
There was nothing bigger than Metal Gear, right?
No, and that was their big thing from the off. That
Alright.
was the big one thing.
Well-
the other big thing was the
Well,
EA announcing.
let's focus on one topic at a time.
Alright, well, Metal Gear Online then.
I literally don't know anything about what happened over the weekend. Obviously, I know the big things,
Okay.
like The Witcher, Street Fighter, etc.
We'll
which
fill
we'll
you
talk
in,
about later.
Dan.
Yeah.
So, fill me in.
Okay, well,
As Craig David once said, fill me in.
oh god. Well, Metal Gear Online is going to ship with the Phantom Pain when it comes out. And
Is it launching alongside it?
Yeah.
Is it online?
Yeah, it is online, yeah. It wasn't that successful with Metal Gear 4.
I didn't even realise it
Well,
existed.
exactly, yeah,
Before.
because it launched alongside Metal Gear 4 as well on PS3. I played it once and it was not
I think
good.
over time it picked up an audience, but at first people weren't too fussed about it.
Yeah, and it kind of fizzled out and it's not there anymore.
Yeah, no, they shut it down.
But
didn't
now
they?
they're going to try and resurrect it. And to be fair, it does look cool. You can ride around a little mini-manned Metal Gear. You can leave little stuffed wolf toys to distract guards and stuff. It's got that kind of quirk and...
Is it multiplayer?
I think so. Yeah, it looks like it's little sort of 5v5 battles.
Oh, it's 5. When are the guards coming?
That's what it showed in the video. So I don't know. It's a good question.
I put him on the spot here, haven't I?
Yeah. Maybe some of it's co-op and AI and stuff. Then, I need to go back and maybe have a closer look at the details.
This is our news guy here. He's the guy that should know everything about it.
Yeah, no, but it's multiplayer Metal Gear, and you can be any of the characters and stuff, and it's got loads of the quirky stuff and the gadgets and guns and things. And
can I be Raiden?
Yeah. No, I don't think you can. They didn't show him if you can be.
Revengeance
You
style
can be.
Raiden.
No, I like old school Raiden.
Oh yeah,
like
can.
Floppy hair.
Slightly gay.
Yeah, that's good.
You can be like Big Boss.
I don't remember that line of dialogue.
It's the third act.
Hiya.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
I don't remember that bit.
How are you?
Graydon.
But you can be various characters. But yeah, that's it really. That's all there is to say. I don't know.
You don't know anything about it, do you?
I don't know enough.
This is the big focus of the show, and you were like, yeah.
Well, they just showed a video and then they released some screenshots afterwards. And
was Kojima there?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, sat in the audience.
Which led to the funniest story of the whole weekend, which was Kojima, Naughty Dog, Hello Games. All got turned away from the after party because they were wearing trainers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What? That's ludicrous.
Yep.
That was genuinely brilliant.
Yep.
Just because you got all this money now and you're big and you're influential, wear shoes, you fuckers.
Well, that's the thing. I can't remember who said it, but someone on Twitter was saying, if you're 50 and you're still wearing trainers, you don't deserve to be let in anyway.
No, I'm still going to be wearing trainers.
Kojima's got to be pushing 50, isn't he?
Really?
Yeah, I reckon he probably is.
He's like 23.
Well, he's been around
6 years?
Since the late 80s, hasn't he?
17?
Yeah. Well, when did Metal Gear 1 come out? 87? On the NES? I think it was, like 1987.
He did that when he was like 2 though?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Oh my god!
So he's about our age, yeah. No, I don't know, yeah.
He's younger than us.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
We're forgetting the real big news from the Game Awards was not Imagine Dragons, the live performance of the Battlefield Hardline theme tune.
What's his name? Jamie and
Common.
Yeah. Never heard
Jimmy and Jamie and Common.
I was trying to figure out his name. Jamie and Commons. Jamie N. Commons.
Oh.
They released a press release for that.
Yeah, they did.
And I was like, oh, fuck off. I'm not writing about that.
And
the Battlefield Hardline theme tune.
Battlefield Hardline.
It's called Karma.
I haven't even heard it.
It has a kind of bluesy, folksy vibe to it.
Does it not go?
Battlefield Hardline.
It's perfectly adequate. Oh, no, whatever.
Adequate.
It's an adequate song. It's fine. It kind of fits the.
I don't think some. I don't really understand games sometimes. Guys, we got the shooter. We should make a theme tune for it. It should be really gritty.
Well, don't forget, Call of Duty Ghosts had Eminem single, didn't it? That
on the tray.
Yeah,
it was.
And in the game.
And Destiny.
But it wasn't about.
Destiny's got the Paul McCartney song.
What a waste of money, though.
Awful.
What a waste of money. How is that making our experience of anything better?
Well, how is it helping people them shift games? Oh, I'm going to buy Destiny because McCartney.
All those old Beatles fans will see that poster of Paul McCartney on the tube and go, "Oh, what's Destiny? What's that? I'm going to buy that. I'm going to get an Xbox One and everything, a PS4, and I'm going to play all that."
You
get massively into it.
Genuinely, I bet that is.
That's what they thought.
That's what they think in these marketing meetings. They're like, we need to reach an older generation with more disposable income.
Who's old and cool? Paul McCartney, of course.
And you know what? And those Beatles guys, they were pretty big.
Yeah.
He's the only one left.
Get me John Lennon on the phone. Oh wait, he died in 1988.
Ringo Starr?
No. George Harrison.
I was going to go with the other one, the other Beatle that wasn't the Beatle before he was the Beatle.
Peter.
But then I was thinking of George Lazenby, but that was Bond, who wasn't Bond before.
See, that would have been funny if you just said Pete Best. If you just said get George Lazenby on the phone, that'd be brilliant.
What? He's not in Bond. Yeah. Did we talk about Bond last week?
Oh, what, the trailer? Spectre. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the trailer.
Really?
There wasn't a trailer.
No, there wasn't a trailer.
They just announced the name of it and the car.
I thought it was a trailer for some reason.
And the cast.
Okay.
Just the Terminator trailer. Did we talk about that last week?
That's dog shit.
Yeah, I think that's poo. What they're doing, rebooting the whole storyline or something.
But it's got weird timelines and.
No, just no, just stop. Please, God. You've already spelt Genesis with a Y, and now you're doing...
Do you not get it? Jenny...
Sis.
Genesis?
I don't get it, no. I don't get it.
There's nothing else to get. I was just joking, and Richard's trying to work it out.
There's no sign of Phil Collins in it, which is terrible.
Phil Collins?
Yeah, no Phil Collins in it. And but I'll tell you what was a good trailer I saw the other day, Mad Max.
Oh, I've not seen it yet.
Oh mate, you'd like it.
Apparently, yeah, I've seen every headline I've seen today is, this Mad Max trailer is better than the last. Actually, I think that was a genuine headline.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
What was the last Mad Max trailer?
Is that like the one for Comic Con, San Diego?
I don't
It was
remember
like 3 minutes of just a car chase. No
really?
sounds. No kind of talking whatsoever. Just 3 minutes of various action shots. But it's a 2-hour car chase, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I suppose it is.
No,
that
is what it is.
That's what it is.
Just a 2-hour car chase.
That sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
This is what they're saying. Maybe it might be 3 hours or 90 minutes.
Vanishing Point.
Yeah, Vanishing Point is essentially that. Although there's a little bit where he stops with some hippies.
Does he have a cigarette?
Yeah, maybe.
A funny cigarette.
He fills up with petrol.
And I seem to remember there's a naked girl riding around on a little motorbike.
Of course you'd remember that.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Of course you'd remember
So I was like,
he fills up with petrol. He goes to get a coffee from the little coffee
Starbucks.
thing.
The little chef.
Yeah, he goes to the little chef
There's
and
a
waits.
gingerbread latte in the red cup.
Yeah,
from Costa.
as an Olympic breakfast.
Yeah.
He's tapping his foot while they
waiting for a go.
and then the change comes. He's like,
"Come on, I've got to be in San Francisco."
You've short-changed me.
Yeah.
17p short.
I'm scheduled to blow up in a bit. Sorry if I ruined it.
Wow, that's a spoiler. You know that.
If you haven't seen Vanishing Point by now, it came out in 1971. Then yeah, statute of limitations is way over on that one.
Do you know that Bruce Willis was dead? Right?
No.
What film?
Die Hard. Isn't it? Yeah.
It is. It's Die Hard.
Yeah,
Bruce Willis is dead. Die Hard. Die Hard 2. Die Hard 3. His acting career was dead with 4 and 5. There's a new one, right?
And oh God, I hope not. I hope not. No, 5 was the last one.
No, you say that. You say that.
He gave up caring a long time ago, didn't he, Bruce Willis?
Video games.
He stopped giving a shit a long time ago.
Video games.
Bruce Willis was in a great video game called Die Hard Trilogy.
And he had his face mapped for a PS1 game called Apocalypse that I don't think ever came out. Yeah, this was like way before mocap was a thing. Yeah, because I remember reading about it thinking, "Well, it looks really cool." And it wasn't, and it didn't even come out.
There you go. We brought it back.
There you go. Brought it back around.
It was smoother than me shouting video game.
Video game.
It was.
So what's next on the news?
Let's talk about everything else that came out of the Shite Awards.
Okay, so there was EA announcing that they've opened a new studio called Hazelight, led by Joseph Fares,
and that's the Brothers.
The guy who did Brothers.
I think that's an amazing story because he's a young dude. He made a fantastic game, and they were like, "Fuck it, just have a studio, mate."
Well, he's a filmmaker primarily, and he came out and did that game, and now he's got his own game studio. It's quite a story, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like a dramatic comeback to me.
No.
Possibly.
No, because he's always been pretty good.
Yeah. So Brothers was genuinely fantastic.
So what Hazelight are going to do, I don't know, but
they showed off a little bit of kind of concept-y stuff.
Yeah, it was like a train carriage and some guys sat talking on the train carriage with the sunset in the background. Didn't really give
that was
away.
like
and then what happens is this guy comes in a military outfit, shoots up the train,
it's the first person
and then it turns into
they're making Battlefield 5. Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor.
The new Medal of Honor.
What was the last one?
Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, Medal of Honor edition.
No, what was the last Medal of Honor?
Warfighter.
That was it.
It's terrible, right?
Medal of Honor, a tale of one son who lost the other son.
Yeah. There's definitely a Brothers game in there somewhere.
Tale of Brothers in Arms.
Brothers in Arms, yeah. That's Gearbox's.
What happened to that?
They were going to make Furious 4.
They haven't talked about it in ages, have they? And now they're making that first-person shooter MOBA thing.
Battle Cry.
Battle Cry, that's Bethesda's thing.
Oh wait, so it's Battleborn.
Battleborn is Gearbox's thing. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
There's too many battle games. You're right, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you look like you're in a battle.
I think we should just zoom the camera on Lee and just stare at Lee for the remaining 36
zoom
minutes.
Up his nose.
So how long we got
left?
Yeah. This is some of the longest 36 minutes of your life.
No, I'm alright, let's get on with it.
So, yeah, that's interesting anyway. Hazelight.
Haze Light. What else came out of the show?
New trailers, pretty much. Just trailer. So, new Witcher 3 trailer.
Oh yeah.
Which looks nice. They're saying you'll be able to play as multiple characters, although they didn't say which characters they'd be.
Oh, I missed that bit. Really?
People speculated that it might be that Siri or whatever, the white-haired lady, or Yennefer.
Oh, thank you.
Or whatever.
What about Triss?
That's interesting. Triss, possibly, who knows?
I really fancy Triss.
She's hot, right?
I need to go back and finish Witcher 2.
Me too, yeah.
I played it on hard though, and it's really fucking hard. And I got stuck, and I fought that big tentacle thing.
Yeah, well, you got till May now because it's been delayed. Again.
Well, you're jumping ahead. We've got to structure it.
Well, I thought if there's a natural segue there, why not just
a natural segue?
Well,
it's been
we'll
delayed.
Do it Dan's way.
It's too late now. You've ruined
May
the
19th. It's been delayed until. So there you go. It's a couple of months in it.
Comic-Con weekend, right?
Yeah. But it means a more polished game, and it's good for CD Projekt Red. People don't mind waiting.
There's enough coming out in Feb and March.
Plenty of stuff. So if you're not already still finishing stuff from October, November, I've got to go and do Sunset Overdrive, and I want to redo the Earth and loads of other stuff. I'm gonna have plenty to do. Just stop releasing games now, please.
Well, that's it now, right?
Yeah.
There's hardly anything coming out.
Till January, right? Be stuff again then.
What, 5 Resident Evil HD's out?
Resident Evil Revelations.
Dying Light's out quite early in the year.
Dying Light, the 27th of January.
There's a few other bits and bobs.
Yeah.
There's a news story about that. They're not sure whether they're releasing it 30 frames to 1080p.
Oh.
And it's like, the game's 2 weeks away from fucking being gold. How can you not know now?
Mm.
Well, I guess maybe they've got like a trade-off. Either they have, I don't know, worse visuals but a nicer frame rate, or prettier visuals and 30 frames.
Well, 30 frames is standard, because I mean, I think the PS4 version's coming out 1080p 30 frames, when it was meant to be 60.
What would you choose if you could have
frames?
You'd put
frames over resolution, yeah.
Would you really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every single day of the week.
Because frames impacts how you play, resolution doesn't.
No.
I guess, yeah, there is that. What about...
You can't tell, really. Well, you can if you could, but between 1080p and 720p and a normal screen.
Alright, forget resolution.
You can definitely tell between 60 and 30.
Okay, well, forget resolution then. What about, like, visual detail?
It's resolution.
Oh, no, because resolution is the clarity and stuff, right?
Resolution is the screen size.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I mean, like, detail, like, say, I don't know, the zombie had...
Well, 1080p is going to have more detail.
Well, yeah, but...
Because there's more lines.
Okay, alright.
So detail ties into resolution.
Why can't they have both then? Why can't they have...
Well, because obviously that they've...
Limitations.
Well, I wouldn't say limitations.
I don't know enough about it to...
Well, it's still new tech, right? So yeah. I think they're still trying to get to grips with
how it works. It'll be a brand new engine, won't it? What engine they're making it in, I wonder?
I don't know, Techland Awakening anyway.
Techland games are always a bit...
Is it Unreal?
It is Unreal. It is Unreal what they did to us last MCM.
Do you think Techland's ever... I can't immediately think of a game that Techland has ever released that hasn't been a bit shonky.
When I played it at Gamescom, it was slick. It was well presented.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's interesting because I played the new Dead Island pack.
It's a bit shonky.
And it's arse.
I played it at Gamescom and it was nothing particularly remarkable about it.
Yeah. That was a good game.
What?
Bound in Blood. That was Techland, right?
Bound in Blood.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Call of Juarez.
Oh, Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood. Yeah, no, that was a good game actually. Yeah, that was good.
But again, it was a little bit shonky. It was a bit glitchy.
Yeah.
Do you know it wasn't a good game? Call of Juarez.
Oh, the Cartel.
The Cartel, that was it.
The Cartel, that's dreadful. What were they thinking?
Well, that was Ubisoft thinking, shit, we've got a first-person shooter here.
Yeah.
Let's turn it into COD. And then,
it was hideous.
Instead, they should have been, let's turn this into Red Dead. They failed.
Yeah. Well, set in modern day was the first wrong move.
And the characters were all ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it was rubbish.
Ludicrous. Yeah.
So, is there anything else that came out of the Game Awards before we move on to PlayStation?
It was just a lot of new trailers and stuff, and they're all up on the site for you to see. So yeah, most of the trailers came out of the PlayStation Experience though. Like you say, there were tons of them, there's so much stuff.
I did a roundup of the digital only ones and there was maybe 20 of them.
I mean, me and Lee were struggling to cope with the stuff, the load of stuff. I mean, I did what I could over the weekend and Lee kind of mopped up the rest.
It was a big deal. It was like a little mini E3. The amount of trailers that came out.
It was a little bit.
Go on. What was your favourite trailer, Richard?
Well, I think it's kind of universally agreed that the best trailer was that Uncharted gameplay one, wasn't
Oh
it?
man!
Which you haven't wrote down here.
Did I not?
No.
Oh, we're talking about it now. Yeah, that's amazing. There's a bit...
That
cool.
is the first time I've looked at a game and thought, next gen.
Yeah, it does feel really, really...
It's all about the bit where he jumps off the cliff, he shoots his thing, it grabs onto the thing, he spins around, he lands on the bloke's head, he takes his gun, and it kind of flips in the end, he catches it in a cool way, and then immediately aims it at the bloke above him. Amazing. If they could actually pull that off in a sensible way, if you could do that kind of shit all the time, it would just be great.
It was the first bit where it's like, oh wow, look at this Uncharted. And it's like, oh, what? Oh, this isn't a cutscene. This is an engine.
Yeah.
And it's actually gameplay. It's like, wow.
Do you know what it makes me think? It thinks that, like, Naughty Dog is quite good at this game making thing, isn't they? Because they made that, like, Last of Us and that was good.
And Uncharted before that.
I done a made Uncharted before that, and that was really good. And before that, I did a Crash Bandicoot, and that was good too. And a Jak and Daxter.
That was good too.
Those
That was good too, yeah.
Those was all well good games.
Uncharted and Uncharted, Naughty Dog and Gorilla make better looking games than most studios. I'd say the only difference is Naughty Dog know how to make a good game and Gorilla
Naughty Dog have artistry. Gorilla kind of
technical
wizardry.
grunt.
Yeah, grunt. It is. It's all about, you've got one that's got a bit of like panache kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then the others is all about just cracking a nut with a sledgehammer. It's like smash graphics, smash.
Well, Killzone Shadowfall still looks gorgeous. I mean, I bet the first Killzone, if you were to fire it up now, wouldn't look too bad, right? Probably still looks quite nice.
No. Killzone 1.
Yeah. We've got it down there. We could have a look.
Do we have it down there?
Yeah, we do. Because I was looking at it the other day because I traded it in. I don't have it anymore. I kind of wish I did. I wouldn't mind going back and having a little look at it.
Really?
Yeah, just out of curiosity. But you got it, so I might have a look at it.
But yeah, for me, it was like, that's what I class next gen as, the transition between what you would see in a cutscene and what you actually saw as gameplay. Yeah. Little things like him talking as you're walking around and reacting to the environment as you're walking, so that they're delivering cutscenes through gameplay.
Well, it's telling that
and story.
That you can still distinguish between what's a cutscene and what's gameplay in a lot of games, and the fact that a game like Uncharted 4 is bridging that gap and now the two are indistinguishable, that's a pretty big deal, I think, right? What was the game I played recently and there were still rendered cutscenes? They were really cool cutscenes, but...
Final Fantasy?
Well, no, because that's kind of a remaster. There was something else that was new, but they still had rendered cutscenes, and I was like, why?
Mordor?
Yeah, it might have been Mordor.
Far Cry 4 has rendered cutscenes, isn't it? At the start on the bus.
Oh yeah, no.
That's rendered, isn't it?
No, I don't think they are. I think they're in
Is
game.
it not?
Yeah, I think they use the in-game engine. I know there's always like in-game cutscenes that
use like GTA in engine.
Yeah, they've ramped up the
cutscenes.
visuals, so it's not.
Well,
what
actually, I
you're
don't
playing
think
in the world.
GTA ramped the visuals. It's just in game.
I think that is in game. Actually, it's seamless. But some games, the character model you play as in the game is different to the one you see in a cutscene, even if it's in game. So, like Assassin's Creed does that. So I think it was quite noticeable in like Black Flag and 3 and stuff that the Connor you play as is not the Connor you see in a cutscene, because he looks way better in the cutscenes, even if it's in game. If you know what I mean.
No.
Well, anyway, I'll tell you later.
But there's some great bits in it where he's crouching through and just all the plants, the foliage, man. The
foliage, PS4, man. It's got the foliage going on.
PS4, the king of foliage.
The king of foliage, yeah. Foliage for the players.
But yeah, just the little, just the little things as well, and the AI as well. When he kills that guy and puts him in the bushes, and his mate goes, "Hey, where you gone? You gone, brother?"
Yeah.
He didn't say it like that, but you get the gist.
And Troy Baker is playing his brother.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's allowed to happen, is it? I thought that was one of the first signs of the apocalypse. Troy Baker and...
Well, they've already been in the game
Nolan
together.
North, but like...
They're in Middle Earth.
It's impossible they haven't been in the
game
together.
They're not sort of together for that long.
No,
Nolan
but this
North's
is like...
basically a cameo in that game.
Them two, right? This is...
Yeah.
They're having the voice off.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
But what happens halfway through is...
One kills the other and you take over as Troy Baker.
No, so, like, some crazy demon that they meet in a tomb swaps their souls around, so the voices switch, and then Nathan becomes Troy Baker becomes Nathan, and then they kill off the brother, and then Nolan North's out of the job, and Troy Baker's voicing every single game main character in the entire world.
Just needs to take Deadpool from Nolan then, and then he's got them all.
Oh no, because that's actually Troy Baker putting on Nolan North's voice.
Is it really?
Putting on Deadpool's voice.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So yeah, but Nolan's moving into films now.
Is he?
Well, that's what Deadpool, right?
Well, that's Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, it is Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. Yeah. I thought they did more like, because it's CGI though, isn't it?
I think it's going to be CGI. I think it should be.
Imagine if in the Deadpool film Ryan Reynolds plays him like when he's in a suit or he's got his hat off, but when he goes into the CG bits, it's Nolan North doing the voice.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Troy Baker doing Nolan North.
It's like it's like the Postman Pat film. In the new Postman Pat film, it's Stephen Mangan who does the voice, but when he sings, it's the bloke out of Boyzone.
Is it?
Is it only words? It's that dude.
I was going to say Stephen Gately, but no. Didn't he die?
Not Sticky Gate. Did he die?
He died, right?
He did die, but it's the way you said it was funny.
Ronan Keating.
Yeah.
I saw a boy band on TV the other day, I can't remember who. It was Boyzone, right? And one of them's got this huge beard now. It's massive. It's like, wow. Jesus, who's been the recluse for the last 10 years?
Beards are the thing, man. They're the in thing.
No, but this isn't just a beard. This was like 30 beards.
Oh, that was going to be the forfeit, wasn't it? If Lee lost the fighting thing. He's
No.
going to have to grow his beard.
No,
Patches.
it was had to wear a
We're going to wear a
dress.
dress.
Oh, yeah.
Story behind this, yesterday, which is Wednesday, this is Thursday, we decided on stream that we were going to do a fighting thing, and the loser in next Thursday's stream would wear a dress. And then Lee decides that he wants to remember that he's got a meal. And now
It's his wife's birthday, to be fair.
So what we'll do is, we'll do this, right? And we'll do 3 hours of fighting. But you're only here for the first hour. And it's total wins. So
yeah,
you've got to get an hour
to
to get in as many. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it on a little bit. We'll start with Persona and then dive kick.
Watch some cutscenes.
Yeah, we'll watch all the cutscenes. I'll run you through the story of Persona in 35 minutes.
I'm quite happy playing dive kick, by the way.
Oh, and me. I was excited to come back today and play it.
I was excited for you to come back to play it with you, Dad.
No, I've got to play fucking GTA Online with Rich now.
We'll have fun.
That's depressing.
We'll have fun. And, everyone will be happy.
But yeah, we'll just troll some people online.
Sure.
And we'll see if anybody else wants to get involved with us. That's a massive tangent. Where were we?
News. What's next? Is there anything
Uncharted
else?
looks amazing.
Uncharted looks
We were
incredible.
talking about PlayStation experience.
Let's
trailers.
focus on the disastrous part of the PlayStation experience.
Disastrous?
Yeah, and that'll be Square Enix.
Yeah, well, a lot of their fans are upset with them at the moment. Because they've been...
Rightly so, right?
I don't know.
Tell the story.
Fans have been screaming out for Final Fantasy VII is a remake for a million years. And then amongst a load of like fanfare, they announced that it's coming to PS4. And it is, but it's just the same fucking one that you could buy already everywhere
PS1
else.
classic.
It's been like up-resed, but it's not big. That's your lot. Do you know what I mean?
Can you get trophies?
I would imagine so.
Start.
Something.
And then a similar thing happened with 10 and 10.2. That's coming, but it's just the one that's already been out for a little while, essentially.
It was on PS3 and beta.
Yeah.
It was a good port.
So Square Enix fans are not in a happy place right now.
It's ridiculous, right? Though, when you think about it, like, what was their thinking behind that?
I think the problem was the way that they announced it. So when Rockstar put that shitty version of was it San Andreas?
Yeah, the mobile port.
Yeah, onto Xbox Live. They didn't even acknowledge it really. They just
we announced it effectively, right?
We announced it. Yeah.
You're welcome.
So if Square Enix had done that, people would have been like, "Oh, well, that's fair enough. You know, it's just another option to buy it and play it." But they were like, "Finally, Final Fantasy VII's coming to PS4," and it's like, "Well, who gives a shit?"
Yeah.
But anyway.
Will people still buy it?
Yeah, of course they will. It's
But
Final Fantasy VII. People love that. People remember it fondly, don't they?
I don't.
I love that game.
I don't remember it at all.
I could just sling on my original disc. I've still got it.
We'll play it on the PS4 on a stream.
Yeah,
Original discs.
Discs, 3 discs. Yeah. One of them was scratched. Disc 3.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I bought some disc cleaner thing that worked, thank God. But yeah.
Imagine that, get to the end.
Yeah, I was so near the end. I think I was actually fighting the Ruby Weapon, which is one of the optional monster battles, and it kept freezing in the middle. And I was like, I can't believe it. It's so gutted. And
that was one of the cool things about Type 0, actually. You get to play as the
summons, yeah. The Eidolons, as they're called. I don't know why they keep giving them silly names, but yeah.
Like Ifrit.
So I played as Odin and Bahamut, Ifrit,
Shiva.
all those.
What's
Shiva
the
probably.
one that, like, they've always got like those elaborate animations, haven't they? But there's one that like comes down from space.
Right.
Bahamut.
Is that Bahamut?
Yeah, Bahamut.
Bahamut,
Okay.
Yeah, he flies in from space.
The best one in Final Fantasy VII was called Knights of the Round.
Don't remember it.
And there's like all the Knights of the Round Table each coming in and having a go.
Oh really?
And you had to sit through it and I remember like you could go out, make a tea, come back and they'd still be doing it.
Really?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
There's a cool one in Final Fantasy X. It was the sisters, do you remember? Yeah, the 3 sisters, and one was a short, like kind of small,
right,
kind of large, robust,
right,
rotund,
round thing.
Round, like with a butterfly, now with like a mushroom on her head. Okay. And then the other one was just really skinny with like butterfly wings. And then there was this other one, and they each had different powers, and when you brought them into battle, the only thing you could do was like, you decide. And it's like, you know what, this turn I'm going to sit it out. And then the next one I go, if you're going to sit it out, I'm going to do it.
They have a little conversation every time.
Pretty much, but they don't have a conversation, it's like they decide what to do.
Right.
So it's like, the Magi sisters or something like that? Or something like that.
I can't remember, I don't remember that one.
One of them goes, so-and-so is taking a break.
Right.
Yeah, just in the middle of a battle. I'm alright, just come back. And then it'd be, like, then the other one of this crazy kind of buff defensively on the party, and then the other one would just destroy the entire party.
What?
They
That
were
was a
high
bit
end.
of a lottery, right?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Jeez.
They were high end, but they were really powerful, and you had to go through hoops
I don't remember
to
that
get
one
them.
at all.
And sometimes it can backfire.
Yeah, no, not really, because I mean, if they die, they die. You just pull out another summon, don't you?
Right.
Do you remember Joe Yimbo, where you paid
Yojimbo. Yojimbo, yeah, he was
where
awesome.
you paid him money?
Yeah, he was wicked.
Like, that's the only way you can.
And the amount of money you gave him was the amount of hit points he took, wasn't it?
Well,
I think.
no, it's a
relatively.
bracket. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's relative.
Yeah.
But in 10, when you have to beat the ultimate forms of, you have the secret bosses.
Yeah.
The only way to beat some of them is just to pay him a shitload of money. It's like, yeah, fuck it, go on, man. Just destroy them.
Oh man, I might actually buy those remasters on
10-2, 10-2 is terrible. I fucking hate 10-2.
Right.
10 is
The
brilliant.
10, yeah.
Really good port. I absolutely nailed it on the Vita.
Cool.
100 hours, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll probably grab those.
So that's Square Enix being dicks. New God of War?
Yeah, so we haven't seen any of it. It's years off.
No details.
No details, other than it definitely won't be a prequel.
I'm happy with that. I don't like prequels.
How
It's
can it be Kratos?
one of the lead dudes from God of War 2, who in the interim went off to a few other like well-known studios, and he's now back.
Right.
And that's all we know. And Jaffa Cakes kind of got himself in a bit of bother. David Jaffe,
We talked about that last week, right?
who's becoming
Or is this not to do with God of War?
He's done a few different things.
Yeah, we talked about it on the last one, or the one before,
So
about him God of War announcements.
Yeah, but he went on stage at the PlayStation Experience and said, "Called someone a fucktard."
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it was like you're a fucktard. He referred to, symbolic a group of people as fucktards and got
What,
in trouble
live on
for it.
stage?
Yeah.
Really? The guy's an idiot.
He's a bit silly, right?
But to be fair,
To be fair,
he might be, but he gets exposure for it, doesn't he? It's not good exposure, but it's exposure. It's
No.
it's the
it's
the no press is bad press. thing.
no, you're going to say that all press is good press, which is a load of bollocks.
Well, yeah.
It is a load of bollocks.
But I was telling you about that video earlier, wasn't I? That I saw.
We'll come to that.
All right, okay.
What comes in now?
Alright, so he's announced his new game officially, which isn't a horror game at all.
Drawn to Death, it's called. It's a 4-player...
Like arena shooter thing.
Arena shooter, yeah. That takes place in a teenager's notebook. So
Yeah.
it's all biro drawings and lined paper kind of thing. It's got an interesting art style.
Someone on Twitter said something along the lines of, you're basing a game based on the scribblings of a teenage boy's notebook, but there's not one spunking cock and balls.
Yeah.
What kind of rubbish
That's
is
a
this?
massive omission, right? Yeah. Yeah.
But a lot of people haven't received it particularly well, and how did he respond to it?
There were some bad comments about the game on certain websites, and he put together a trailer that I think was on his YouTube channel with one of the hand-drawn biro scribbled characters reading the comments on a phone and the comments coming up by him, and they were all like, oh, why would I play your game? Who lets David Jaffe still make games? This looks like it would have been great back in 1998 and blah blah blah, all these different comments. Then at the end the character turns around and goes, thanks for your comments, thumbs up. And then underneath it says hashtag go fuck yourself. It's like, ooh, ouch.
And as a person that owns a business,
Yeah.
that's like me logging onto our website and going, oh, you gave us a bit of shit, you guys, go fuck yourself.
It's like,
Wait,
It
you
would
have
have
done
been
that.
enough.
You have done that, haven't you?
No.
You are quite strong. When you decide to wade into the comments, you're not delicate.
yeah, but I don't think
I'm
you could ever say go fuck
No,
yourself.
I baffle them with logic.
Well, just doing the sarcastic thanks for the comments thing would have been enough. I think.
Yeah.
The hashtag go fuck yourself, that's, a little excessive.
Good old Jaffa
Not really
Cakes.
needed, is it?
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Well, he continues to be a bit of a dick.
there you go.
We should just have a session every podcast where we highlight what Jaffa Cakes has done wrong this week.
He'll probably tell us to go fuck ourselves.
I really don't care. Genuinely don't. Because in 10 years, I'll still be here, and in 10 years, if he keeps treating his customers like that, he won't be here.
Well, I don't know, so far it's not done in any
Really?
harm.
Twisted Metal didn't do great, did it?
Didn't it?
I
Well,
thought it flopped like a...
but that might
No,
be
it
because it
didn't.
wasn't a very good
It
game,
flopped.
right?
It was
That might not necessarily have anything to do with Jaffe, per se. Jaff.
well, he makes the games. He's the
I
creative director.
Well, I
I
genuinely
didn't play
believe
it.
that a very small percentage of his potential audience know about him.
Okay,
It's only nerds like us.
yeah.
And if he wants to sell a decent amount of copies, it's beyond that, right?
Yeah, no, I suppose. Yeah, you
Sure.
make a good point.
Anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right, so Twiggy sent me a message earlier on saying he's going to do us an outro for the news session.
Oh, cool.
No, no,
That was the fucking news. Well, he hasn't said that, but I'm hoping it's something like that.
That's good.
We haven't mentioned the huge topic, but there's a reason I haven't mentioned it up until now. Actually, before that, we've got a couple of minutes. The new PS4, PS1. PS1, PS4.
Oh, the lovely grey PS1 coloured PS4.
The one that's probably fucking sold out by the time
Oh,
this
it's
goes
definitely gone.
to air.
Sony, why aren't you just making a controller? I'd like to have a little commemorative something to commemorate 20 years of PlayStation. I don't want to buy another PlayStation 4. I need another controller. Bring out the controllers, please.
Some people are quite upset with how the UK dealt with their allocation.
Not good, right?
So I recap it.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
on.
So they opened up a pop-up store in London, in Bethnal Green, and they sold a limited amount of them.
Was it
the
94?
first 80, oh yeah, 94. The
94,
first 94 people to go into the shop on a particular day, they announced it the day before, would get it for £19.94. So everybody piled down there to get one, queued like overnight in the freezing cold. The people that queued like behind the 94 were
I wish somebody would have died, got like frostbite. And
That's,
that would have been like,
that
fuck
on that
you,
be on
Sony.
Sony's head.
Sorry.
It's a silly way of dealing with it, but yeah.
the rest of the people got given wristbands so they could go back and buy one for full price, which is 400 quid. It was only a small chunk of the allocation. I think they've got nearly 1,000. Because the rest go, about 800 of them go on sale on Monday through like online.
Well, there's 12,300 total available worldwide, right?
Yeah, but it's split between regions, right?
Yeah.
And loads of them are on eBay already.
Yeah, I saw one for £5,800.
People that
Ridiculous.
aren't anywhere near London are like, well, what the fuck? Why can I only get one for 20 quid from London? Apparently the queuing thing was a bit of a mess. They like squeezed them and it just wasn't a pleasant
Well,
experience.
it's like those 94 people are over the moon. Everyone else pissed off.
The bloke from Loading Bar got one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to see if we can steal it off them.
it always seems weird to me that something people are going to really want and go crazy for, you limit it massively.
Because
then I suppose that makes people want it even more.
I was arguing with Abrahams about this, Jackanape from the Xbox community.
And one of our reviewers.
One of our reviewers. And he was saying it was just pure bad. And I was like, I don't think so, because they get a headline because that special edition PlayStation exists.
No, they would have got that anyway.
Well, yeah, they would have got that.
Next.
Anyway. No, they did.
No, wait. Stop interrupting.
Then they get a headline for the...
Oh, no, I thought you were comparing it to doing the special offer and limiting it.
Listen to me and you'll find out.
Well, you've been talking far too long.
They do the pop-up store. They get another headline for that. They get another headline for queues. They get another headline for eBay. They've got so much exposure out of it, and the truth of it is, the people that are pissed off that they couldn't get one for 20 quid, if you're sat in a PR department, I believe you'd be willing to piss off that small amount of people so that you can get a story in the Sun saying PlayStation fans go crazy for 20th anniversary PS4.
Right.
I think overall it's good PR.
But there's everything you just said there is negative PR, right?
Is shittiness.
Yeah.
Well, no, not everything.
Well, for the most
but
part.
most of it. Yeah.
So I'm not. Does that class as good PR?
Because
imagine that, like you're reading in the Sun. Oh, look at all this! Oh my God, look at all these nerds fighting to get a
That's a
PlayStation.
certain type of reader that would respond that
well,
way.
it works
So,
for Apple, man.
fucking
Every
hell,
time there's an
look at
iPhone on sale, people queue around the
Yeah.
block and all that kind of
Similar
stuff.
kind of thing, I guess.
They don't limit their stocks, and look at the demand they get.
They don't, and it still outstrips it. Yeah.
I just think that it's too limited.
Perhaps, yeah.
Because I want one, but if I don't get one on Monday, I'm not going to fucking jump through hoops.
Well, you won't get one if you don't get it on Monday anyway,
Well,
right?
so-
They'll sell out in 10 minutes probably.
So, but like, what are the chances of me getting one on Monday? Even though I've got the money sat there to buy one.
I don't know.
And if not, I'm just going to go and buy another Xbox One just to piss off Sony.
You always go on eBay and spend a few grand on one.
No, I'm not that fucking ridiculous. Bless you. Right, so the big talking point I've left out, so that was the fucking news, is of course Street Fighter 5. And there's a reason that I've left it till last, because I said we'll save the last 10 minutes of every podcast from now on to use our questions. And I do believe the first one comes from Croesus, right?
It does, and he said, what do you guys think about Street Fighter 5 exclusivity? Is it a slippery slope?
Right, so first things first, little background. Street Fighter 5 is a PlayStation 4 and PC exclusive.
With cross-platform play.
Which is like, we were talking about this earlier on, that's very rare, right?
Yeah, very rare.
Shadowrun did it.
Shadowrun did it, yeah.
And some various mobile, but a lot of it was asynchronous as opposed to actual
So yeah,
competitive.
Interesting move.
Do you think this is a reaction to
Rise of the Tomb Raider exclusivity? Well, Square Enix said that's timed. Capcom haven't said anything similar about Street Fighter yet. But is it beyond the realms?
Doesn't this come down to the whole Sony knows what it's doing PR-wise, Microsoft doesn't?
Well, yeah,
So
maybe.
maybe
Yeah, but they're probably keeping it well under wraps.
Well, have you know, like the thing was that when Microsoft announced that, was it Gamescom?
Yeah.
Just before a trade show.
Yeah.
When everyone's going to be interviewing them. PlayStation Experience, I've seen no interviews with the top dogs.
No, that's
come
true.
from there.
That is true.
So there's a reason that they're keeping them away. So,
well, I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility that Street Fighter 5 could eventually come to Xbox One or whatever, and it could possibly even arrive as like Super Street Fighter 5.
Of course it will.
Yeah.
Of course it will.
But
It's crazy. They wouldn't cut out a whole audience like that completely.
Before we address Croesus's question,
Yeah.
like, is it really that much of a loss for Microsoft?
No.
It's
Because
not a big seller,
Street
is it?
Fighter
It's
is a
not
very
huge seller.
it's a niche seller, right?
But I love it. I love Street Fighter.
No, but I mean,
It
like,
sells well,
me
but
personally-
it's
sells
not,
a million
it's not
units,
a
right?
system seller.
it's a million unit kind of title.
I think it sells a bit more than that, but it's still not a system.
Maybe two.
No one's going to buy a PS4 just for Street Fighter.
No,
I would have
they're
thought. Or someone will, but not in enough units to make any
Or
difference.
what if it was a sexy limited edition PS4 with a dragon punching Ryu coming out the top? And
Like
it's
a hologram.
like wind up and it spins round.
And they only sold 94 of them.
Yeah.
Or 5 of them, because Street Fighter 5.
Yeah. And they cost a £5 at a pop-up shop. Yeah.
In Birmingham.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
I'll do that. Alright, so let's address the questions. Obviously that's big news.
We're already on the slippery slope.
What do you think? What are your personal opinions on it?
Cool, I've got a PlayStation 4, cool. I like Street Fighter, cool.
You got an Xbox One as well.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit. I've talked about this before. That kind of... Because even if Street Fighter 5 is permanently exclusive to PS4, there will be about 5 iterations of that game, because that's what they've been doing since the 90s, and they'll be on Xbox One. And I'm not the kind of fella that has to play everything as soon as it comes out. So that kind of shit does not affect me at all. If it means I have to wait 6 months for something, then great, I'll wait 6 months.
Same, although I'm annoyed that...
You got a PS4 though?
I've got a PS4, but all my friends are on Xbox One who I play Street Fighter with.
Have friends?
Yeah. It's like friends I regularly play Street Fighter with, I won't be able to play with them because they don't have PS4s. But then they don't have Xbox Ones either, so... Now I think about it, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I guess. So yeah. Fuck it. Whatever.
Whatever.
But at the end of the day, exclusives don't do anything for gamers. They seem to be kind of self-serving.
Of course they are.
And I don't like that.
Sony are looking after Sony.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sony aren't looking after gamers.
For the players? What are you on about?
For the PlayStation players.
For the PlayStation players?
Not for the gamers.
For everyone?
No. And of course it's going to be self-serving.
Why can't we all just get along?
Why? Because there's this thing involved that's called money. And while it exists, people will be fighting for your lion's share.
We should get rid of money. Let's blow up all the banks like in Fight Club.
What was Chris's question?
From scratch.
Are you reading to her?
What do we think
Yeah,
of
I'm
it?
finding these questions.
What are our thoughts on it?
No, he's like, do you think it's a slippery slope?
Slippery slope to what?
To Microsoft and Sony fighting over these kind of exclusives. And he said, well, we're already on that slope, right? We've been on it for a while. The notable thing is that usually it's Microsoft that does it. They do.
They've had more exclusives so far, haven't they?
They've had better games so far.
Well, yeah.
In those terms.
Yeah, Dead Rising, obviously Titanfall.
Yeah.
Rise, Tomb Raider.
Rise, Tomb Raider.
Overdrive.
Sunset.
Yeah.
But in the last 5-10 years, notably, if you were to name the big coups, it would be Microsoft GTA, Microsoft Final Fantasy. Not being exclusives, but at least stopping the exclusives.
Right, you mean getting those games on their platforms?
And then obviously, Titanfall, Microsoft, Street Fighter, PlayStation, and Tomb Raider, Microsoft. So, I mean, Microsoft seems to be the one that Billy Big Balls.
Arguably, Tomb Raider's the bigger game, isn't it, of the two?
Oh yeah,
it's going to do much better, and it's a bigger exclusive.
We talked to Spencer about this when you interviewed him, right? Because Microsoft.
Spencer?
Sorry, yeah.
Big Phil.
Because Microsoft, Sony's approach is they've got more first-party studios that are capable of knocking stuff out that could get a big audience, right? Microsoft's ones, they've got studios, but I don't know, like Rare. What do Rare do that's massive in that way for us as proper gamers? Whereas Microsoft get their checkbook out and they did it, like you said, but they've done it loads of times. Mass Effect, loads of them.
Yeah, Mass Effect as well, yeah, I forgot that, yeah. And then just in terms of like first party studios, Halo, Gears of War they got the checkbook out for, didn't they?
Yeah.
They bought the franchise exclusivity. They own the franchise now, as before Epic did.
Well, Minecraft. I mean,
Minecraft
not exclusive, but they've bought the rights to it.
Well,
They could have made it exclusive.
They're not going to. They've said they're going to keep it.
They said they're not going to.
No, they said they're going to keep it on. Like they're not going to take it off the PS4.
Oh right.
PS3.
But when Minecraft 2 comes.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that was an Xbox exclusive.
Actually, I think I read he said Minecraft 2 doesn't make sense or something like that.
Minecraft 2 does make sense. More money in it.
Space.
And there's so much more they could do with Minecraft that people are asking for.
They could add like spheres.
Spheres. Wow.
And just anything with a curved surface.
Yeah,
it would blow everyone's minds.
Now with round heads. Oh my god!
Oh my god, they've got fingers! Fucking hell!
Oh my god!
And I reckon that about wraps it up.
Oh wow.
That's,
Have we done an hour
yeah.
already? Has it really come round?
Time flies when you're...
I think we should be a little bit more loosey-goosey.
I didn't even talk about Destiny.
Oh, brilliant. But
Yeah, so that about wraps it up.
No, I like it to be an hour because then we don't waffle. Because we could easily have just waffled.
Or we could waffle with an outro, make it a bit more smooth.
No,
Instead of like, right, that's it.
No, but so far it's been... So the entire
It's
podcast
just a big... That's okay.
The entire podcast is quality listening. So people know that when they listen for an hour, they're going to get an hour's worth of gaming content.
Quality gaming content.
Amazing. Quality. Incredible.
Market leading.
Content.
Yes, but the best.
Genre defining.
Mm-hmm.
But people know that they're going to get everything in an hour.
Okay.
Whereas if your podcast even an hour and a half long,
Everything.
But then we'll push it to an hour and a half, and then next week it'll be 2 hours, and then we'll do a special, and it's 7 hours.
No, I'm talking like a sort of 5-minute buffer either side.
Well, we've got it. We're at 1 minute and 34 seconds.
Okay, all right. Well,
plus our intro, which is about 20 seconds. So
yeah.
we're over the 1 minute, and our outro, which is about 7 seconds as well.
All
so
right.
we're over the 1 minute and 1 minute mark. Sorry, 1 hour and 1 minute.
Right. Okay. Well,
And we have to stream in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, that was episode 2113 of the XBA and PST Full English Vidcast podcast. Thank you very much for joining us. I've been Dan Webb.
I've been ill.
And I've been not ill. Rich Walker.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you same time next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.